Hello students, welcome back to Shiv Physical Science Zone. Students, in our previous section, we learned about different types of changes around us. But now let us see whether you can actually identify these changes when they are given as questions. Can you tell me quickly, is freezing of water a reversible change? Is rusting of iron a slow change? Which changes are chemical changes? And can you solve a question where several changes are mixed together? In today's class, we are going to strengthen this concept through important questions, integers or numerical value type questions or case based questions. So don't listen to the answers, pause, think and try each question yourself before I explain it. By the end of this class, you should be able to confidently identify reversible and irreversible changes, physical and chemical changes, slow and fast changes, periodic and natural changes, and apply these concepts to the different questions. So students, take your notebook, pen and get ready. Let's begin today interesting session on changes around us. This is Shiv Physical Science Zone, where we learn concepts, understand science and build strong foundation. Let us go now. See. Right. Which of the following is a chemical and desirable change? The change should be chemical change. Chemical means which cannot get back. Food gets spoiled. Yes, it is a chemical change, but it is not desirable change. Air pollution due to the fireworks, it is a chemical change, but it is not desirable change. Right? Rusting of iron is also a chemical change, but it is not a desirable change. We need desirable change. Correct option is cooking of food. Which of the following is a slow and undesirable change? Rusting, slow and undesirable. It should be slow change, once again undesirable change. Rusting of iron, yes, it is a slow change and which is an undesirable change too. Okay, how can we prevent food from spoiling by keeping it refrigerator? What the refrigerator do? See now, bacteria can grow well at low temperature? No. If bacteria grows, bacteria does not go. Bacteria cannot grow well at low temperature. Bacteria cannot enter into the refrigerator since it is closed. None of the above. Actually, bacteria, harmful bacteria will not grow faster. Actually, it will grow in, the correct option is B here. What happens in refrigerator is, when we keep the food outside and similarly the same food we kept inside. Okay, so you take the two different kinds of foods. Curry, let us take curry in two bowls. One you keep it inside and one you keep it in the fridge. In both the things bacteria will be formed, but the thing which we kept in the fridge, the bacteria will be formed for a later extent. I mean, it will take much time to form a bacteria. There the bacteria will grow well cannot grow well, and I mean it won't grow in a faster rate, right? The rate of growing harmful bacteria will be reduced by the fridge. That's why it will not spoil for 1-2 days. Though if you keep in fridge for 5 to 6 days the same food, it will spoil even, because it will create the bacteria to a less after a larger time. It will take much time to create bacteria there. Okay, right. Which of the following is the natural and undesirable change? The change should be natural and should be undesirable. I mean, human does not want. That is earthquake. Right. Next one. What are the changes? Here one is reversible and one more is irreversible. Reversible is one which we can get back the original form, which we cannot get back the original form and new substance is formed is called irreversible. The total number of reversible changes in the given list. Reversible changes, burning of paper is not a reversible, freezing of water is a reversible, growth of plant is not a reversible, increase of our height is not a reversible, falling of tree is not a reversible. Okay, you can consider to some extent growth of plant as reversible, because if the plant grows we can cut it. If you cut the plant, then further it will grow, right? To some extent 100% growth of plant is also not a irreversible process. Okay, to some extent we can say that it is also an irreversible process. So the answer is 2. The total number of chemical changes in the given list. Photosynthesis, yes, it is a chemical change. Slaking of lime is a chemical change. Burning of coal is a chemical change. Glowing of bulb is not a chemical change. Expansion of metal is not a chemical change. See, here we are having photosynthesis, it is a chemical change. It is not physical, it is a chemical change. Expansion of metal is not a chemical change. And glowing of bulb is not a chemical change, because we can switch off it. It will off once again. So only 3 are the chemical changes. Answer, this is not 4, this is 3. Slaked lime, burning of coal, and one more is photosynthesis. These 3 come under chemical changes. The answer is 3. Not 4, it is 3. Right. In the given list, the total number of exothermic reaction. Exo means where the heat releases. Baking of lime, burning of wood, vaporization of liquid, mixing of sugar in water, rusting of iron. See, slaked lime, heat is released. Burning of wood, heat is released. In both the cases, the heat is going to be released. In all the other cases, the heat doesn't releases. Okay, heat will not release. So next one, in the given list, the total number of slow changes. Burning of paper, it is a fast change. Ripening of fruit, of course it is a slow change. Blowing of balloon is a fast change. Bursting of cracker is a very fast change. Change of seasons is a slow change. Breaking of glass is a fast change. Growth of plant is a slow change. Decaying of a leaf is also a slow change. Right? So decaying of leaf 1, growth of plant 2, ripening of fruits 3. Yes, these 3 come under, and changes of season, these 4. This is not 3, 4. These 4 will come under what is known as slow changes. Okay, right? See, this is very beautiful question, case study question. Here the given question is physical, chemical change, periodic change and natural changes. In physical changes, it once again divided into slow and fast change. Chemical change, fast and slow. Natural, that is desirable and undesirable. Periodic, slow and fast changes. Okay, so we have given 3 to 4 examples. We shall see now. Example X and Y can respectively, X and Y. See here they have given X, Y, Z. Okay, rusting of iron and S, R, P and Q. It's okay. First we go for X and Y be respectively. X and Y, they are physical changes, right? They are physical changes. X is slow change and Y is fast change. So what is the option? X should be slow. X and Y respectively. First one is X, formation of clouds. They both should be physical change. Mixing of sugar in hot tea. Yes. So next, ripening of mango is a chemical change. Decaying of plant, cooking of food is a chemical change. Growth of plant and soaring of milk is a chemical change. So the first option is A. A is the correct option. We go for the second bit. Example Z. Example Z comes under chemical change, which is fast change. Burning of paper, growth of plant, opening of mango, decaying of food. It is answer A. Burning of paper is a fast change. So that likewise we can do the problems. Example R and example 5 are respectively. R and S, sorry. R and S. R is desirable, S is undesirable. They both should be a natural changes. So growth of plant, R. So it is a desirable. S. Boiling of an egg is also desirable. So this is not the right option. Mixing of sugar in milk and cooking of food, both are desirable. So one should be undesirable. Growth of plant and earthquake. So the answer is option C. Option C is the right answer. Next, example 4. Alright. Example P is, P here. Where is P? Okay, P is here. It should be periodic and slow change. Periodic means it should be happened in nature itself. For example, stitching of cloths, no. Next, occurrence of day and night. Yes, it is periodic. Periodic, and once again it is a slow change. Cutting of trees, false. And movement of pendulum is false. So next, last bit in this particular thing, example Q. Where is Q? Here. It should be periodic change and once again fast change. Movement of seconds hand in clock. Yes, it is a periodic change. Sunrise and sunset, it is a slow change. Rotation of earth slow. Tides in the sea is also slow. So the first option is A. So likewise we can do the problems, right? Okay children, thank you one and all. We shall meet in the next class. Bye.